Hi, you guys. It's me, Keena, again. I am ready to tell you guys the rest or some of the story anyway. Today we're going to talk about snitch ass bitches. Yeah, snitches. Okay, so trust no one. No one is your friend. Be aware. Okay, so anyway, so oops. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Huh? Wait, let me fix this. This thing don't really work anyway. I don't think. I don't know. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm about to do this over. Okay, so okay, so I didn't hire that lawyer. The lawyer was asking for $7,000 plus more if I went to trial. So I didn't hire him. So I went to the church, and the church said, "Okay, we have a lawyer. Call him." So I called this lawyer, and he said, "Okay, 30,000, and if you go to trial, there's no extra fees." So okay, fine. So I hired this lawyer, and the information he got was that yeah, they was coming to get me. Bottom line is he was trying to walk me in. They were like, "No, we're coming to get her." Okay, so let's skip over to why they were coming to get me was because of a snitch. Yeah, a snitch. There was this one young lady who had um, been in my business back in whatever year it was, 4 years um, prior to all this. The business was closed, but this young lady decided she wanted to tell on me. She wanted to tell on me because she had a cousin who were in a friend of mine's daycare, preschool, and they had fallen out. So this cousin said, "Hey, I'm going to tell." And then she was like, "Well, I'm with you. I'm going to tell on Sakina." Yeah, even though my business had been closed like for several years, she's like, "Yo, I'm going with you. I'm going to go tell on Sakina." So these two snitches, snitch ass bitches, went down to the investigator and informed the investigator that my supposed to be friend was um, running a business, a preschool, and that she was doing some illegal business. So not only was she doing some illegal business, but back in 2002 when I owned my business, but I was also doing some illegal business. And so they're like, "What? So what's the name of this young lady?" "This is Sakina, and this is Deanna." "Okay, well, let me investigate these two." So they started investigating Deanna. They started investigating Deanna. Deanna knew about it. Deanna never told me that they were investigating her. So after several months, it took for some young lady to call and say, "Hey, do you know what's going on? Some investigator has contacted me, left a business card on my door, and they've been watching my house for several days. Do you know what's going on?" And I'm like, "No." So I contacted someone else, and I'm like, "Have you heard from an investigator?" And they're like, um, "Yeah." "What?" "Yeah. There's this investigator who has been contacting me saying some about some illegal activity and that he wants me to go down and answer some questions." So I'm thinking like, "What?" "Oh wow, so what are you gonna do?" And she's like, "I don't know." So I'm like, "Oh shoot. The shit has hit the fan. What is going on? Some illegal activity. Somebody's saying some investigators is hiding. Watching her outside her house, and someone else is saying the investigator has left a business card on her door." So I contacted Deanna. "Deanna, have you heard anything?" And she's like, "No." I said, "Has anyone been watching your preschool?" And she's like, "No." So I said, "Well, we need to get together." So I said, "Let's meet up." So we met up, and I said, "Well, I don't know what's going on, but if anything going down, you don't know nothing. I don't know nothing, right?" So we all agreed that we didn't know anything. So the next day, it is weird. It is funny because within, I'm telling you, a week, there was somebody saying investigator at the business card. Somebody was saying investigator was outside their house. it was moving, and it was moving fast, because within a week I have a friend in Texas. Yep, way out there in Texas. She used to live here, but she moved on. Whoa, how many years? Like 4 years before all this. And she's living in Texas, and she says she gets a phone call. She have a message saying, "Hey, this is an investigator. You need to call me." And so she calls me, and she's like, "There's an investigator. What do you think I should do?" And I said, "You need to call, because this is what we need. Somebody who gonna tell the truth, because this is my friend, my dog, my home girl, right? She gonna tell the truth, and she gonna get down to business, right?" So she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna call, and I'm gonna call you back," right? She called me back. She's like, "Oh shit, girl." I'm like, "Oh my god." What, right? She's like, "This investigator, he's like, we know you were doing some illegal activity, okay? And we want you to come down here and answer some questions." And she said, "What? I'm not coming down there. I live in Texas. I'm gonna come down and answer some questions." He said, "You know what? It don't even matter, because you going down, and Sakina is too." And hung up on her. I said, "What? What?" What? I couldn't believe it. I'm like, "Oh my god. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? Right, what is going on?" So I'm like, okay, okay, I'm gonna call that other girl back. I'm gonna call the other girl back and tell her, "Why don't you go down there? Go ahead and go down there and talk to them and see what's going on," right? This was another friend who had the same kind of business that I had. So hers was still open, okay? So she said, "Okay, I'm gonna go." So sure enough, she went. The next day she called, and she said, "Girl, ooh, you are in trouble." She
Mommy,
said they have.
Mommy, apple juice.
It's Kai. She said, "Girl, they got you up on the board, okay, as the mastermind. They're saying you're like this mastermind, and they're out to get you, and they were asking me all these questions." She said, "Girl, they had you and your whole family up on this board." She said they had your brother, your sister, your husband, your house, your everything, me and her and her and her and Deanna." I was like, "Deanna? Wait a minute, they had Deanna out there?" Yeah. There's asking a question about Deanna. I was like, "Oh shoot," right? I said, "Okay." So I'm scared. I'm like, "Oh my god, what do I do?" Right? And my husband's like, "We better call an attorney," right? So I'm like, "Okay." So that's when I started calling the attorneys. So calling attorneys, and the attorney found out, yeah, they got, oh, and my husband said it wasn't 24 accounts. He's like, he's saying 24 to everything. He said, "No, it wasn't 24 accounts." He said it was 84 accounts. It was 84 accounts. And oh, he said it was yeah, I was looking at 24 years. Okay. So there was 84 accounts. So anyway, so yeah, so I hired the attorney. And so the attorney called this investigator, and oh, the attorney had a friend who works for the DA's office. Mom. And so
it's not working.
There's no more. It's all gone. So his friend works inside the DA's office, called the investigator, and come to find out, anyway, there was a case open against me, but charges hadn't been filed. That's all we have. The charges hadn't been filed. So once this attorney returned this information to my attorney called and said, "Okay, this is my client. Let me walk her in." They were like, "No, we're not letting you walk her in. We're going to get her. But when are you going to go get her?" So, no, we're not. They were like, no, we getting her. She's going down. We know that she's the mastermind." What? The mastermind? I'm not a mastermind. Or am I? I guess I am the mastermind. So my attorney said, okay, they're coming to get you. They're coming to get you. So this is what you need to do to get ready. He told me everything I needed to do to get ready. And I got ready. I got ready and I got ready fast. Okay. At that time, yes. If you read it, you read it. It said we own homes and cars and whatever. Yes, we did. Another long story, but not because of, oh, I stole all this money. That's not why. Because I'm a businesswoman. That's what I do. When it came and got me, I was a real estate investor. I was investing my money into real estate. But another long story, but whatever. But at that time, we owned 7 homes. Okay? We're not going to let them come in and take our homes and our cars and our bank accounts. Okay? So we needed to do whatever we needed to do to get ready because they were coming. But I didn't know when. So I'm moving fast. I'm doing, okay, I'm about to protect whatever I need to protect. I'm about to get my money ready. I'm about to, because they getting ready to come kick down the door. Okay? Because it's Snitch Ass Bitches. Wow. And you guys see later on, friends, that Deanna, that name, that Deanna. Okay. So, sure enough, they did. They came in, kicked down my door. I thought I was ready. I guess I wasn't really ready because they kicked down that door. I'm like, whoa, okay. So, sure enough, yeah, they came, they kicked down my door. They got me. They took me in. Oh, that's another story within itself. I can be funny now. Okay, let me tell you about that. I ain't never been to jail before. Oh, I'm at the read my poem I wrote too. This is Kai. Say hi to Kai.
Hi.
Like, listen, he's so funny. He won't let me do nothing, y'all. He's so funny. Okay, so. Oh, so let's get funny now. Okay, so they came and they took me in, right? They took me in, and oh man, I ain't never been in jail before. Was I scared? I ain't gonna even lie. No, I wasn't scared, right? It was just sad. It was sad. It was like, okay, this is the beginning. This is the beginning. I don't know what's going to go down, but it's not going to be good. But anyway, so they put me in this, I don't know, some of y'all been in jail before, but they put me in this cell. They put me in this cell with like 50 women, no joke, 50 women. We were sitting on the floor. We were sitting on each other's laps. And it was taking hours and hours and hours. I remember this happened at 7 o'clock in the morning to like midnight, for real. Like 1 o'clock is when I went to bed, but hours and hours of sitting in the cell with women, all kind of women, like from different lifestyles and cultures and habits. And I saw this one lady. This one lady was taking a bath with an apple. I ain't lying. I was like, wait a minute, what is this? Yeah, she had an apple, and she just bit it, and she started bathing with it. She was under her arms like this, right between her legs. She was scrubbing her body, y'all, until that whole apple was gone, right? Anyway, that was sad. But what was real sad was like around, I don't know, 10 p.m. or something like that, they started bringing all these women in from the street. And then everybody knew what was going on. Everybody was like, oh, they bringing in the cavalry or whatever. I'm like, what's going on? They go out and they do a roundup of women on the street and pick them up for prostitution or whatever, drugs or whatever. And I'm like, what? And I saw one in line. The one that I saw in line looked like a man. This girl looked just like a man, like my husband. Like, and I'm looking at her, and I was like, wait a minute, hold up. That's a man. They got a man line. Why they got a man in line? And I said it out loud. I said, wait a minute, why they got a man in line? And somebody said, they ain't no damn man. I was like, what? Yeah. And, well, hold up. That's a woman. And I'm like, they about to bring her in here? And I wanted to start crying. I ain't gonna even lie. That's when I wanted to start crying for the first time. Because I couldn't believe that a woman, like, looked like a man was about to come up in there. And I was like, oh my God. So I could sleep with this woman when it's time for me to go to bed, I'm so silly. When it's time for me to go to bed, I'm gonna be in a cell with a man. Oh hell no! And I start praying. I ain't even lying. I was like, oh no, God, please don't put me in a cell with that man. Oh, with that woman, whatever that is. Right? I was, okay. Anyway, so sure enough, she came in our cell, and she started talking, and I got to know her, and I can see that she was all right. Be quiet. I'm gonna get him, y'all, because I told him to be quiet.
Okay.
And he's not listening.
Okay, Mom.
Okay, so, but I got to know her, and she turned out to be okay. And then, I got to see her like, oh, okay. Even though she looked like a man, wow. I like her. She cool. She was even, more likely to get along with or talk to than the other women, So I'm like, oh, okay, you can't be judging a book by its cover, So, yeah, she was cool anyway. And sure enough, so she ended up in my room. Yeah, so, but, this story goes on to tell a lot about, different people and different cultures and different backgrounds and stuff. And you get to know a lot of different people. And it can be scary. It was scary with the whole prison thing. But anyway, so right now I'm just kind of going on and on and on. But there's so much to tell. But Snitch Ass Bitches. Oh, I'm still not finished with that. So I'll tell y'all about the Snitch Ass bitch, some more about the Snitch, because Deanna turned out to be the Snitch Ass bitch. Deanna turned out to be the one who knew that she was being investigated, and she knew that they were outside her business, watching her business too, but she never told me. But once they came and arrested me, the day that they came and kicked my door down, they was kicking everybody's doors down. Everybody was going to jail that day. Okay, Deanna was already hiding out. She wasn't even going home because she knew that they were coming. So once they got me, they went to Deanna's house looking for her, went to her place of business looking for her, went to her mama's house looking for her. She went hide. She was in a motel room. She called my sister and she said, I didn't talk to you. So my sister went and she said, I knew all this time. I knew that we were under an investigation, and I never told Sakina. And I lied to her. She said she was crying. My sister said she was hysterical. She asked my sister to pray. Said, can you please pray with me? And so my sister prayed with her and tell Sakina, I'm sorry, and I'm going to go turn myself in. So she went and turned herself in. So now you got me. I'm in jail. With Deanna's in jail, and everybody's in jail. Everybody's in jail. The first time I went to court, y'all not gonna believe this. Guess who I was in the jail cell with? The snitch. Yup. That's a whole nother story. The snitch, we just happened to be in the same cell. So anyway, I'll tell you guys more about that. It's a long story. I have a lot to tell. So I'll tell y'all more about that. All right. Thanks for listening. Okay. Thanks for watching my video. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Please keep watching. I have a lot to tell. I'll try to keep Kai out the way. He's funny. That's my baby. But all right. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye.